Hey everybody, Steve here, Trailer Park Cooking. Today I'm going to be doing some side ribs or spare ribs and some chicken thighs on the barbecue. If you watched my trimming video, I have here all the trimmings from trimming down the ribs. So the rub I'm going to use for the ribs is basic all use rub. You can use it for fish, chicken, pork, beef. It's good on the smoker, it's good on the grill. It's just really heavy paprika and seasoned salt paste rub. And again, with the chicken, it's also a simple rub that's extremely enhanced once it's on the barbecue. The kicker for both of these things is going to be the sauces, which I'll show you after. So a lot of pit masters will choose the spare rib over other cuts of ribs because they have lots of connective tissue and fat, and they're just overall better tasting because of it. And same with the chicken thighs, bone in, skin on. They have lots more fat than a chicken breast, and both meats just go way better on the barbecue. So I'm going to start out with the chicken, just because you don't want to cross-contaminate, and once you touch one of the meats, that's that. Oh, one thing I forgot, hold on a sec. You just want to make sure you oil down your chicken. So you can use peanut oil, or in this case canola oil. Just gives something for the rub to stick to a little bit easier. So grab your rub, and you just want to try to do it as even as possible. Again, you can use whatever poultry or barbecue rub is your favorite. These are two that I love. Rub it in there. Always use your hands for these parts, obviously. It's just much better. Alright, I'm going to go wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, back again. Wash your hands just to make sure you don't cross-contaminate. Now I'm going to move on to the ribs and the rib meat. For these, you want to do a liberal amount of rub. Get it on there good. Make sure you always use your hands for your rub. It's just a lot better. Granules get in there and break down the meat pretty good. Flip over, out some more. Again, it's an all-season rub. All-purpose seasoning rub that you can use for anything. And then just because I'm going to add the rest of the rub onto this meat, because like I said, it breaks down really good. You can make some pretty good burn ends with these pieces. No need to waste them. Get the rub all in there. For these, the more rub you use, the better the crust will be. So try to use a liberal amount of rub. I mean, it's up to you how spicy you want it or how seasoned you want it, but the more rub, the better. Gives it a better crust. Rub it all in there. Now you want to let these sit for about an hour. Any longer and they'll turn like hammy almost, start to cure. So about an hour before the barbecue. So I like to do all the rub down and then go start my charcoal and just let it slowly cook down for about an hour, and then everything should be ready to go. Plastic bags are good. They take up less room in your fridge. It's kind of hard to find a container to fit all this meat in, so plastic bags work good. Get it all in there. That one's ready for the fridge. and I'll wash my hands again to get the chicken in the fridge. Go away. Okay, so like I said, I'm just gonna throw the chicken in the bag and let that rest in the fridge too until the charcoal's done. Okay, so I'll fire up the barbecue, get the ribs on, show you the next step in cooking those, and then we'll get to the barbecue sauces. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey everybody, Steve here again. I'm just going to quickly show you how I set up the barbecue, and then I'll get the ribs on, and then I'll show you what the next step is. So you light your charcoal, get them good and hot, make sure all the flames go on obviously, push them all to one side, and then I put a pan of water in there. That'll create some steam in the barbecue and it'll keep the ribs moist. Yeah, so I'll put the ribs on and then I'll show you what's next. Okay, so I got the ribs on there. You want to put them bone side down and then over the pan, so over the indirect heat side of the charcoal barbecue. At this point you want to make sure that your temperature is down to 275. And then just let them cook for about an hour to an hour and a half, spraying them every half an hour, so 2 or 3 times with some apple juice. And then after that we're going to pull them out and put them on some tin foil, and then I'll show you how I get to that. Have a good product here at the end. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, back here again, Trailer Park Cooking. Got these ribs out of the smoker after an hour at 275. So now we want to take them, put them on some tin foil, put some more apple juice on them, and let them cook again for another hour. This time, because we put them bone side down the first time, we want to put them meat side down in the tin foil. So you throw meat side down, give it a good liberal spray of apple juice. You can already see the char starting to form on there. These things are going to be awesome. Wish you can smell what I'm smelling right now. Some underneath there. You just want to get lots in there. It'll keep them moist and give them lots of sweet flavor at the same time. Everybody knows applesauce goes good with pork, so same thing here. Apple juice goes good with the pork. So you want to wrap it up. I twist the ends, fold it over. And that's one package ready. Try to do the big pieces separate. Again, get the apple juice in there. These are the end pieces that I was talking about when I showed you earlier when I trimmed them off. For the most part, they're boneless, so they're going to end up really good. Fold it over. Wrap. Nice little bundles of joy there. Last big piece, put it in there. Again, apple juice. And last, we'll just stick these little end pieces in there. These are probably going to be the best pieces. My favorite pieces are always the little burnt pieces. They always taste the best. we got the bundles of joy there. I'm gonna go throw them back on the barbecue. Same temperature, 275, for about another hour, maybe an hour and a half. Then we'll take them off the barbecue and we'll throw some of that special barbecue sauce on them. And I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Stick around. Alright, so we're back here in the last 20 minutes of cooking. Put the chicken thighs on, skin side down. I do it in the last 20 minutes because I'm going to do the chicken for about 10 minutes aside. So I'll let them cook for 10 minutes like that. Take the ribs off, sauce those up, put them all back on, let them cook again for another 10 minutes. So we'll be back shortly with some finished product and some sauces. Alright everybody, so back here. The ribs have been on the barbecue for 2.5 hours at 275 degrees. And you'll see what the finished product, well, it's not exactly finished yet, but you'll see what the almost finished product looks like if you come in here and get a good look. I've brushed a light layer of the barbecue sauce onto these ones, and I'll do the rest of them up. You just want to do a light layer. This barbecue sauce has been made famous and is very traditionally used in eastern North Carolina barbecue. Heavy vinegar base, that's how they like it. With a little bit of spice to it. I think it'll add just the right amount of flavor to these ribs. I'll just brush them all on here nicely. Again, you don't want to go too heavy with it. And then we'll put them back on the barbecue just to let the sauce set. Get a little bit of a darker color on there. As you can see, they're turning out nicely. So I'll throw these on the barbecue for another 10 minutes. The chicken will come off at the same time, and then I'll show you what they look like all plated up. So I can't wait, I'm excited. Stay tuned. Alright everybody, welcome back. We're here, trailer park cooking with the finished product. We got these ribs here that I've been waiting for a long time, and I know you have. So if you come in here, you'll have a good look at how juicy they've turned out. I mean, it just doesn't get any juicier than that. Shows you what the hard work does. We got the different cuts here, the crispy bits that I love the most. So two and a half hours roughly, 275 degrees, and that's what you get. Over here we got the chicken. This white barbecue sauce is a creamy, tangy barbecue sauce. It's pretty famous in North Alabama because of a man by the name of Big Bob Gibson's Barbecue. They only use white barbecue sauce for their chicken, so I recommend giving it a try. Something different, you'll love it. So I hope you've enjoyed watching today. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, happy cooking.